Hi guys, in today's video I want to share with you some awesome things that we saw on Friday. This is actually talking about patterns, okay? All about in trading, all about the great setups, the great performers, the great ideas, trade ideas, speculation ideas. It's all about chart patterns. History tends to repeat itself, okay? So what I like to trade is predictable patterns that repeat and repeat and repeat again. And in this case, I'm going to share with you ASTC is one example of a few more. And let's talk about this one. So this is the biggest, as you can see right here, this is the scanner for the biggest winners, okay, on yesterday, Friday. So what I like to look at these type of setups is how the stock trade when they have like a big gap. Okay, so this is all about studying history. Let's see what the heck. Alright, so we have right here, as you can see, a big like a big gap, and as you can see, always close weak, always close weak. As you can see right here, the stock opened at 6.76, and as you can see, closed really weak. So this is the type of setups that we like to trade. This is a short idea. All right. So let's see what the heck. This day we have a small gap up. We have some relative volume, and as you can see, open with a strong feeling. And as you can see right here, the close is really weak. Alright, the high of this day is at 5.37 and the close is at 4.64. We're talking about really nice volatile range. Okay, the same on this gap up. Right here we have a small gap up, and what happened? The day was pretty volatile and weak. Alright, and if we took more history, as you can see, the stock moves in a range from 20, and the lowest prices is like 1.50, 1.20. All right, so this is the range, and as you can see, it's pretty volatile. We're talking about a lot of volatility. So right here we have another gap up, and like open really with a strong feeling and close weak. The same right here on this day. Nice relative volume, and as you can see, massive gap up and close really weak. Alright, the high of this day was at 22.85 and the close was at 15.80. Alright, so this is pretty amazing. Every time we have a gap up on this stock is making a weak close. So the same another time, nice relative volume, the stock moves higher, and the high of the day was at 19.20 and the close was at 15.50. So we're talking about a pattern that repeat. So this is awesome. This is exactly what we are looking for. So what happened in the last few days? Let's see. So we have right here the massive gap up. Yesterday have a massive day, like a really nice move, 71%. This is huge. So the volume was a nice 3.66 millions. I think that this is not the best relative volume. As you can see right here, we have like a massive spike on the volume right here also. So yeah, the volume wasn't the best, but what I am expecting in the next couple of days is a massive gap up from today price action. Right now the market is closed, so I don't know if we are going to have like a massive gap, but it's a stock to watch for the next day. If we have a a massive gap up with nice volume on pre-market, for me this is a short idea. Not at the open, as you can see, the prices always makes like top and move higher and then close weak. So for me this is a wait to make a decision on the stock. Alright? That's the point of watching this move the same way over and over. So the next stock is, let me show you right here, MDGX. Alright, so this is MDXG, sorry. This is a great performer. Okay, so I want to talk about this one. As you can see, this is stock, if we took some data, this is a stock that doesn't have really much. Alright, from 2008 we have nice uptrending and make a top at 18. But after that, all the things that we are looking on this price action is really weak price action. Alright? So in this type of setups, I am short bias. Every time that the stock have massive gap downs, I am short bias. Alright? So for the last couple of weeks, we have like higher highs and higher lows and uptrending a little bit. So yesterday we have a massive volume actually. So what I like of this setup is the primary trend that is really weak. So the next point is, in this case, all I'm watching is the gap levels. Alright? The gap levels for me is the most important. Prices always tends to be a reversal point, a pivot point. Alright? So we have a couple of them. As you can see right here, we have actually one at 6.13, and the price doesn't do like too much. So yesterday at Friday, we moved to 5.36 from a high to 8.18. We're talking about a lot of price action. And this is the mystic part, or whatever you want to call it. You know? As you can see, this gap fill, exactly the low of this day. I always took the lows is at 8.13. So I am waiting for the price to test in a massive volume and volatility spikes to short this one at the top. Alright? You know, like a headshot for a sniper. Waiting to test that level. Alright? So for me, this was a short bias. First, the big downtrend. Second, the gap fill prices. Alright? So, for me, this is the perfect storm. So if we go to the 5-minute intraday chart, look at this beautiful setup. Alright? So taste the 8.12, 8.13. Exactly, as you can see, the high of the day is at 8.15. Just 2 cents above the closing price. For me, this is the perfect storm. And as you can see, this is like a head and shoulders intraday formation. And after that, the price crash. So for me, and if you want to see this type of setups, you can follow me on Twitter and watch my YouTube videos. And also, all my videos are in Spanish, but I will make more content in English. Okay? So this is the perfect storm. And as you can see, the price crashed like maniac. Alright? So let me show you a few more examples like this on my Twitter timeline. Alright, so this is my Twitter. You can see it's Antonio Navi. And I post every single setup I saw on the few days. And you can see the history tends to repeat itself. So today we saw 2 different type of patterns. But as you can see, the same exact philosophy of history tends to repeat itself is the most important for me. So as you can see, let me make it big. This is the chart setup that I saw on OMI. This was a gap close, the same exact pattern as the one we studied before. In this case, we don't have a massive volatility setup, but the price tests that level and crash. That's for me important. All right, how the price tests the gap close level. The same from ABIL. So let's study this chart. I posted on September 10. Let's see what the heck. For me, the price was at 3.15. Alright, this is a buy opportunity because the gap is a gap up. So when the gap closes this level, is going to find a support. Let's see what happened with ABIL. Alright, ABIL. Look at this beautiful chart pattern. For me, this is a long opportunity for the next couple of weeks. This is not a day trade. This is a swing trade. Alright? So we need to be patient on this one. But as you can see, it's working. Amazing. This is a bottom. On Friday, we have a massive move to the upside. Actually, the stock move really nice. From the open at 3.50, we close 25%. Alright, this is the beauty of the cheap stocks. They move like a lot of percentage. So if you have a small account, you can use this on your favor. Alright, so for me, this is the target, and this is my trade idea. Right now, I am making a trade idea. The entry was at 3.21. Alright, my stop loss is on the lowest part of this bottom. As you can see, it's at 2.73. So that's my risk. Let me put it. Stop level 2.69. Let's put it like that. It's 15%. I know it's a lot. We can, but the risk benefit ratio is like huge. All right. For me, the first target is at least right here on the moving average of 200 sessions. Alright, at 5.19. This is the perfect target. We're talking about 62% of possible profit. Alright, this is for me the most important setups. The ones that have a risk reward ratio of more than 3. In this case, it's 3.9. And just for the first target. My second target, as you can see, we have a gap to fill right here, is right there at 5.92. So this is my second target. And the second target is 84.38%. It's like a huge move. We're talking about a lot of money that we can make on this type of setups. Alright? Let me show you another one. And it repeat once a week, maybe twice a week. You can see BECN closing gap right here, really exact. As you can see, high volume on the daily. This is the daily, high volatility, and the top of this day was the gap close price right here. So this is truly amazing. If you follow this strategy over and over again, you will make a lot of chances to make money. Not always works. Let me show you really quick NLST. Alright, if we put NLST, you can see that the price go like too much into the money, out of the money, increasing the prices. So yes, we have risk, but if you respect your profit and your stop loss, you will make like a lot. Alright, so this is all for me today. I want to share these patterns with you. Let me know what do you think in the comments below. So see you next time.